All right. Good afternoon, Heartlings. Hope you're all doing well today. We are back here on AutoCraft with our lovely base, Morty. And as the title says, we're hopefully finishing him today. So I'm really excited. And yeah, well, I should say finish in quotation marks. I got a few more things I want to add once we get the glass done, but that's for the episodes, so you guys don't get spoiled on what that's going to be. But yeah, we're going to work on the glass up here. So hello, Digital! Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, before we even start with the glass, hello, Adaxtum. I don't know why I butchered that name, but welcome in! Hope you're doing well. I don't know why I butchered your name. I see you all the time in other streams. I'm so bad. Hello, Expelled Winter. Welcome in, welcome in. Ooh. But yeah, can we just take an appreciation right now? Let's go into Cheaty Cam and lurking until I finish one of my deadlines. You got this. I believe in you. But if we just scroll all the way down, look at how far he has come. Like this was just water. Not even that long ago. Like what? A month ago or so? Maybe 2 months ago? Good. Being an adult, aka doing laundry. Now, new bed sheets, cleaning kitchen, so lurking until that's done. Oh, that's a mood. Yeah, that I feel that. I need to change the bed sheets. I just haven't yet. Looks so good. I know, I'm so happy. But yes, today I am hoping to get the glass done. And then there are a few things I want to add. And we'll be finally done and all that fun stuff. So, let's return. And float on down. But he looks so good. I'm so happy. I'm so proud that we're so close to being done with him. And that is not the box that I wanted. Where is it? Here it is. All right. It's great analyzing paper. Oh, fun. Good luck with that. Don't fry your brain out. All right. I'm gonna clean out some of the inventory so I have room for things. We'll keep that up there. Perfect. Okay. So let's grab 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'll be able to fit everything. Oh, maybe I will. Okay, yep, that works. Okay. All right. You had another... Why is it already nighttime? I swear it was just nighttime that I slept. Okay, well, we'll sleep and then we'll work on the glass. But that sounds interesting. Don't fry your brain too much. How about that? Oh, yeah. Let me sleep. Thank you. All right. Let's fly up. Whee! And let's go up. Okay. The papers I'm reading are quite funny. I can imagine. And then it goes... Okay, so I'm trying to remember how I did this. If I did... Oh, I did every other? Is that what I did? Okay, it does look like I did every other. Okay. Because I had a couple designs I wanted to do with this. Ooh. With the shell. I know I wanted glass because I wanted it to be seen. I wanted to be able to see the sky and everything. But I had some ideas. Originally, oops. So good. Okay. I had some ideas where I was doing like it out of frame. Why is it being a bit? Or not out of frame. Like the purple. Yes, heart. This is totally purple. This color I'm using is purple. That like it would line the around the frame of the shell, like how it does here, but then also up here with the divide, that would be brown and the interior would be green, and then I had a lighter green, but it just didn't look right, so I went with what I'm gonna do. Yes, I know! It's such a beautiful shade of purple. It's my favorite shade of purple. Best purple ever. Yeah, so then, yep, it goes every other color, so... Cool. I don't know why I said purple. I mean, okay, netherite tools look purple, but that wouldn't make me think purple. I mean, I like purple. I haven't even been coloring with purple as of late. Like, my most recent drawing... Oops. My most recent drawing was heavily pink. And, like, pink and orange were the big colors, because, I did a speed paint of one of my old Hermit-tober drawings that I did last year. Comes with age. I know I'm old. But I like to draw. I need to know my colors. I like to draw in color. I need to know my colors. Though that would be a very interesting take on art, doing it like differently. I've seen people do that where they've done they'll do art and then they'll like do grayscale, so they won't know exactly the colors they're using until later, until after the fact. Or with the traditional stuff, I've seen people use like the 3 marker challenge, which I've always kind of wanted to do back when I was like really leaning more into the art channel. And maybe one day I will, but we'll see. We're gonna move you up because I think I should have 2. But, brain. That would be fun. But yeah, I guess I can plug it quick. For those that don't know, I have an art channel, and I just uploaded a new video on Sunday where I did a digitizing of an old Hermit-tober drawing I did from 2023. I did one of Gem. So, pretty proud of that one. I was really happy to do that drawing because as much as I love the traditional version, the eyes, I think, were just a little too far apart for my liking. So I'm happy that I was able to change it. Yeah, I did. I do have an art channel, and I try to upload at least once a month. And I think you're flat, yes. I try to upload at least once a month with it. Every second Sunday, I think it is, that I try to aim for. I was late this past one because I just got... I don't remember. I just got distracted or something. I was late on it, unfortunately. But yeah, and I've been trying to be a bit more consistent with it because I was consistent, then fell out of it for a couple years. And I'm like, you know what? I want to be able to draw more, and at least this way I get once a month where I can draw, or at least digitize one of my old artworks. I have a lot of Hermitcraft fan art on it, some Pokemon as well. I know I've done, what else? I actually did a Coraline drawing a few years back. I did a princess. I did an axolotl. I did an OC of mine. I think I've done a few OCs. Oh, uh-oh. No! There we go. But I've done an axolotl, an OC. I did very recently Raven from Teen Titans, which is a drawing that I am very, very proud of. Because I really like how the pose turned out and how her hands turned out, which could sound weird, but if anyone's an art... A lot of people that are artists can tell you hands are one of the most difficult things to draw. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, hands can be one of the most difficult things to draw. That's why you see a lot of characters with gloves. Like, why do you think Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny wear gloves? That's legitly one of the reasons, is because hands are so hard to draw. And so they use gloves to, they use gloves to cover it up, which is kind of cool, because I was discussing this, I think, last stream, but yeah, I was discussing it a little bit last stream because I was discussing how despite not growing up with Minecraft, how Minecraft still, or how I play as a child still affects Minecraft to this day for me. And then I brought in about my artwork. I know I was discussing with some friends on different stuff. Mickey with normal hands is cursed anyways. Yeah, so true. Same with like Bugs Bunny and stuff. But like one of the art books that I used to use just described that, and I thought that was kind of cool. And I mostly pose it in a way to not draw hands. Do as I say when I make a sketch with 6 hands. Yeah. Me, why do you think half my characters either have their hands behind their backs or, you know, wear long hoodies? I don't draw often, but I know hands are difficult from watching Buck Ton of Scott Sava. Yeah, hands, feet. I struggle a bit with, I just don't draw. Well, I mean, there's that, but... I have wanted to get more into drawing, and I know next month I'm going to be doing another art challenge, so I'm excited for that. So yeah, that'll be fun, and maybe I could try to do some posing. We'll see. That's another thing that I struggle with is I know younger me was more, I don't want to say fluid, but more free with my drawings, because I feel like my drawings are very stiff nowadays, but I was a lot more loose and carefree with my drawings. I think it's just more of I struggle with, I need everything to be perfect. And yeah. And that could be detrimental to my drawings. I am trying to learn a different art style to maybe do some animations or something. Ooh. Yeah, that is kind of a dream of mine a little bit, is to do animations. Maybe. I know when I was younger. Hello, little bear. How are you? I love to be able to be good at drawing, but instead I just pay someone else to do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And... I mean... I know everyone can at least draw a stick figure. Everybody can do that. And it's just, you know, practice makes perfect. I sound like my teacher. But it is true, so that's fine. My skills are in writing. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I went too far. I can draw a lot of my stuff that I use for art, or a lot of my profile pics and stuff, banners and such. Most of it is done by me. I know I struggle with pixel art. That's something that I haven't picked up yet, and I would love to sit down and just start learning it because I think it's really cool. But a lot of the art that I use on my channel is done by me. I think the only thing so far not done by me is as of right now, the shut up phone emote. That was done by someone else. This one. Yeah. That was done by someone else. That was done by a member of the community by the name of Daniel. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, by Daniel. He's the one that did the shut up the phone. I might have some more coming in the future. We'll see. Like, not emotes, but something else coming in the future, so we'll see. I've done a bit of pixel art since it's more restrictive and I find that easier. And I think it might help because it might help a little bit with like Minecraft too. Because if you think about it, Minecraft is just pixels. You know, it's a block game. So a lot of the blocks are just, you can imagine them being pixels. And it would be a way of trying to help figure out like how to get things to look right in builds. If I at least that's how I think of it that way. But we'll see. We'll see. It's one of those, I say I want to learn, but do I actually sit down and learn it? No. Yeah, I am doing just pixels right now. Okay. Okay. I just had to see how that one was done. I'm doing art study right now as I'm done with... Oh, okay. Fun. Minecraft 100%, where I've done pixel art. I did do this cool map art once without any of the tools people use now. Wow, nice. The closest map art I've done is I did a stop sign. I was back when I was doing a creative build series. I did a stop sign because I was trying to make a town that I've used for my own personal stories before, and I was trying to build it out. And I did map art of a stop sign so I could have that. So that's the closest I've done. Yeah, I think so. I think it's been mentioned in other people's streams. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. So, like, I think maybe learning pixel art would help with the Axiom, maybe? I don't know. Where... let's see. Okay, so it is green. Cool. Don't get me started on that. That's a dangerous subject. And I'm not articulative enough to talk about it. I personally don't care for it. So, but I also have a hard time getting my thoughts across. So that's why I don't do like talking about subjects. I'll be honest, that's why. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, so green, 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 brown, 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 and brown. Okay, grab another one. So, at the very least, yes, 100%. If anyone does use AI, it has to be labeled. It has to. No, that's okay. You're allowed to hate it. But yeah, 100%. It no matter what, it has to be labeled. It has to. Like. And I'll admit, it's kind of annoying, because now I hate it when people claim, yeah, no. Like, if you're gonna use it, just admit you use it. Don't claim that you, drew it by yourself. Am I doing this right, or am I doing this wrong? No, I'm doing it right. Okay. Just admit that you used AI to make the art and go from there. I can proudly say I have not. All my art is poorly drawn by myself. So, yep, don't need any AI to do that. Okay. So there is that. There we go. Would you rather draw? Yeah, I would. Yeah. I kind of agree on that one. Like, yeah. Like, I've seen arguments use, like, oh, okay, I use it to get an idea, and then I draw, or I've seen some people go, you know what, fine, it's copyright free, I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna steal the characters from it. I mean, and if it's copyright free, you're allowed to do what you want. So, like, if I wanted funky anatomy, I would just draw it myself. Like, I can't do... Yeah, there is 3D models too, yes. But like, I mean, and some people try to argue it's like tracing. It's not. Tracing helps you learn. And that's I know another topic is, oh, tracing is so horrible. Tracing and claiming the art as your own is the bad thing. Tracing to learn isn't, in my opinion. Because I'll admit, that's how I learned a bit. Besides using the books, I'll admit, I did do some tracing when I was younger. And that's how I learned. And do I trace? No, I don't. And now, no, I don't. I don't at all. I just draw. Or, you know, also too, there's things called bases that people can use. So if you don't want to actually draw the pose or anything, you can use bases. That's a thing. That I remember that being a big thing over on you know, the dreaded Deviant Art website. But yeah, there's things called bases you could use too, like if you really don't want to draw. So there is options. So yeah. Yeah. No, not for me. No, thank you. I'm gonna stick with my pencil and paper. I had someone do art for me once. They traced the reference I gave them. Yeah, see, that's no. Like, if you want to learn, that's one thing. Like, getting poses and such. Like, straight off, like, tracing over it and ripping it off as your own, no. I've bought face stamps from an artist to use as a base. And yeah. Copying and tracing other people's art is completely fine. Just don't claim it as your own. Yes, exactly. Because, like I said, that's what I used to do. And technically, I still do to my own art. I trace over my own art. There are poses that I struggle with that I really like, so I trace over my own art just to make sure I have the pose. Again, like, there's been times where I've drawn a hand so perfectly that it was, like, amazing. And I'm like, oh my god, this hand turned out so good. But I know I'm not going to be able to draw it again down the road, so I just trace the hands. But it's my own art. I can do that. So it's fine. But when I was younger, I would try... This is dating me, because I didn't use shadow boxes when I was younger. Like or the light box that they do now. No! I broke one of the glass! No! Ah, no. Ah, I'm gonna be short one. No. Oh no. Hi, Bear. Oh, Bear. Thank you for the compliment. I hope you're doing okay. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. You missed my little freak out about the fact that I broke a glass with an axe, but maybe you did see it. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well today, and I hope things are okay. I know. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh, it's up there. Boop. So, but welcome in, welcome in. Boop, 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 boop. We're just discussing art and, somewhat AI art and tracing and all that stuff. I know, it's sad. I sad hot. Can't believe I did that. Well, I should be able to get more. I have more glass. I think I think I might have overcompensated for glass, so I think I should be fine. I do need to sleep though. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I was talking about the light box thing that, like, sometimes I've seen people use. I didn't do that as a kid. I literally taped the drawing to a window when it was sunny and traced that way. That's how I started. But, I mean, oh, dang it. But I mean, it helped. And like I said, I still do it to my own art to this day because it's like, I don't have the, or it's like sometimes those poses come out just right, or the hands come out just right, and it's like, I want to use that again because I know if I try, now it's not going to work. So I gotta try it again. And I actually have tracing paper that I will use. Or, now it's more of, I drew a lot of Disney figures and manga stuff when I was younger. I still, I still draw, manga and anime-esque style, to this day, because that's the style that I really, really like. Turkey hands, that's true. That's true. Done that one. But I started doing that back in middle school, and I got lucky because I'm just emotions, but I wanted to watch. That's fair, that's fair. Well, hopefully you can just relax and kind of shut off your brain for a little bit and just watch me ramble about random stuff and then freak out about random stuff. You know, the typical heartstream. But, I learned how to draw, like, I can draw somewhat not realistically, but still life a little bit. That's the right one. Okay. Somewhat. It's nowhere amazing. It's not my type of style. I personally prefer the cartoony anime style. I always have. That's what I prefer for movies too. So, and thankfully I had a art teacher back in high school, I think. Back in high school that was very accepting of that style. She even drew some anime style because her kid was into stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! And such. And she encouraged me, and of course, you know, my family did too, but encouraged me to continue it, and I have. And I was showing the other day, I don't think I saved it. Like, here, let's do this quick. I think I saved it. I know it's in a group chat, but I need to find it. Give me a second. Like, okay, here we go. Save. I'll just do pictures. Okay, so now I can show it. So, if we do this... Show. Ugh, my desk is a bit dirty. That's fun. Okay. So if we browse, go into pictures, where is... There she is. Okay. Bring her up. Scroll all the way down. So, don't judge, but this is one of the earlier drawings I found. This is how I used to draw. So, that used to be my style. I mean, you can judge it. I know it's bad. I know it's bad, but that's how I used to draw when I first started out with the anime-esque style. And then it's funky. I like it. Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. Yeah, like the feet go side. Like if we're critiquing it, the feet go impossibly sideways. I mean, I added more detail to the hands than I do now. The eyes are so big, but that's kind of anime. Yeah, I'm not mad about the hands. The hands are nice for what it was. Like this was early high school, late middle school for me. And so now to where I draw nowadays, let's see, where is it? There it is. To my most recent drawing, who is very tiny now, to one of my most recent drawings, like, yeah, like, there we go. They are baggy jeans, yes, but baggy jeans are what I really liked back then, so, like, that's what I used to, that's, like, I need to copy and paste, okay. Alright, so if we do this and then do this. Also, hi, Jade, welcome in. What? Why is it so big now? Why is she so big? Oh, they both, okay, well, I'm screwing this up, so let's try this again. Remove. I'm such a professional streamer, guys. I know what I'm doing. Like, come on. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Enhance, zoom in, enhance, yeah, right? So then if I do, image, where is it? Media file, video, sound clips. I want just an image. There we go, image, okay. Source, new source. Show to. Add source, okay, browse. Oh, let's do a more, not a digital, let's do an actual sketch. Here we go. This is my, another big one. So this is, one of my most recent sketches. Let's see, where is this one? Okay. I'm so good at this. Edit, transform. 200. 300. Okay. Oh. Transform. There we go. Okay. Like, okay, an actual sketch, not a digital drawing, but an actual sketch. My most recent sketch. Here we go. So there we go. Now, finally. So that is, should be the other way around. So this one over here and this one over here. Okay, so. Things are, there we go. Okay, so here we go. WandaVision? No, actually, it's Raven from Teen Titans. But yeah, so we got my most recent one right here, or my oldest, one of my older drawings right here, the one that's moving. And then, actually, I can do this. This one over here is one of my most recent drawings, and that is Raven from Teen Titans. So you can see how the improvement happened. Like, I've worked on my hands. My hands aren't the greatest still, but like, there's still a lot. You know, like the hair at least looks a bit better. There's more depth to the hair. Like if I have it colored, you can tell. But yeah, I mean, I've been drawing for a long time and I'm pretty proud on how much I've improved. But there are still some things that I miss back when I was back when I did more of those drawings, because like I feel the my older drawings were a lot more fluid compared to what I have now. Mine, I will admit, are pretty stiff because I just do like, I typically do headshots or busts compared to what I used to do, because I used to do a lot more full body drawings, and then now I do a lot of like the headshots or like the bust, just because it's a lot easier and I don't have to draw feet then. Legs and feet are hard. That was very, very, very stupid. Right there. It's coming along very nice. Okay. But, yeah, so that's something that I want to get back with, is trying to, wow, my brain is like fried. Getting back to like being more fluid with my drawings. So, because I very much am a perfectionist when it comes to my art. I'm not saying my art is perfection, but I am very much a perfectionist when it comes to my art. Like if it's wrong, if something's wrong, I get very upset, and like I've erased a lot of drawings. My partner Tybalt can attest to how many times I've gotten upset with a drawing because it wasn't working out and I've gotten frustrated. So, yeah. And then I have the mini chibis that I like to draw, which are, I don't think I have that one saved, which are what the little cute little figure guys. Like if I pull this one up, browse, actually, let me just do this and save another one. There it is. Okay. Like, here we go. Save. Here's, okay. Now, ugh. There we go. Okay, so if we browse through this one, there we go. Done. Make this a bit bigger. Okay. Like this one. Mini chibis. That's what I dub this type of style of art, is mini chibis. And that's my OCs throughout the years. And you know, the blacked out part is my actual name. So no name reveal to you guys. Sorry, you guys don't get that. Not today. But it's pretty much my OCs throughout the years, and it depends with the like what fandom I'm in. So yes, MASH is based off of Ash Ketchum. That's why she's dressed the way she is. Like was back with my huge Pokemon phase. I'm still into Pokemon, but she was like huge, and that was my huge Pokemon phase. Then it was TJ, Tara Jane. She was a kind of the transition from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh! Raven's my Yu-Gi-Oh! OC. The blonde and gray redacted one. She was the 2003 TMNT series. Then the blonde and pink, she was my 2012 OC for TMNT. So the 2012 TMNT, she was my OC. And then then she transitioned a little bit into the Undertale, and then it became Heart, the one in pink. who was kind of the Undertale-esque OC into YouTube, into what YouTubers and my YouTube. And then the bottom one is the most current Heart Gamer, who is YouTube / Minecraft. So that little mini chibi is the mini chibi version of this currently. And I want to update that one and make it a bit better. But yeah, so there is that. So yeah, it evolved and such. And the last two, the reason that the first ones were, yes, I will say female, but the last two are male, and that was when I started my journey as into discovering myself and feeling more gender fluid. So yeah, I hope that explains things. Yes, I have lore for almost all of them. Tara, or TJ, is the one that doesn't, because of how quick I transitioned from MASH to Raven. I never got a chance to, like, flesh out her backstory, but most of them, yeah, have at least backstories that are pretty fleshed out. There we go. Because I'm weird like that. And I've always liked doing stories, so why not give my OC stories? Okay. So, but yeah. Was showing that off to some friends yesterday, and it's like, oh, wow. So that's just how I roll. And when I get into something new, I typically have an OC that follows with. Actually, the fun one is Raven is still actually, that was in class! Actually did have some inspiration from Raven from Teen Titans, because her backstory is, and this is kind of funny, I went from having experimentation backstories to fantasy now, but she had dark abilities, and so yeah, she was heavily inspired from the Teen Titans version of Raven, but was also still a Yu-Gi-Oh! OC, so I could actually tell you the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck she ran was kind of a zombified one. A little bit. It was interesting. Yeah. I put a lot of thought in my OCs because I did a lot of stories as a kid. So I still do that to this day. So, yeah. So much fun. I was a weird child. I'm still weird, but still. Duck? 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 Duck. Duck? Goose? Duck, duck, gray duck? The proper way of playing that game. Just saying. But what? I don't know why I ducked in the game. Turtle? Turtle! Moose? Since we said goose. Moose? Rhyming? Huh? I don't know why we're naming animals now. It was very random, though. I mean, technically the redacted one, I did draw her as a turtle because she was a turtle OC. I thought you said duck abilities. Oh, no, not duck. Dark abilities, not duck. That would be interesting, though. Have duck abilities? What would duck abilities... How would you categorize duck abilities? Would you be able to swim and fly like a duck and quack? Or would you summon ducks? Now I'm curious. That would be ridiculous. I think y'all are a bit quackers. I'll see myself out. I gotta give you that one. That one was creative. Dang it! Ah. I will give you that one. It was a bit creative. Hey, I mean, we gotta laugh somehow, right? Hi, Ty! Welcome in! I tapped out of the game for that one. Ooh, what game are you playing? Curious now. Alright. Oh, this is nice. Calm music, what we need. We need calm music. But yeah. Oh, Minecraft, yeah. Like, I even had backstories for the trainers and my Pokemon when I used to when I would play Pokemon games. Like, I had a whole backstory for them, and it's just like, one of these days, I need to actually sit down and write. World building is important. Yes. Yes, it is. And it is one of my favorite things to do, is to do world building. I mean, yeah, you could have been playing Roblox. That one block game. Have you heard of it? Oh, you mean Roblox. Or a cube game. Tetris? Are you playing Tetris? That's a block game. Yeah, Tetris. There you go. You playing Tetris? You're playing Legos. That's what you're playing. Oh, no. Oops. No. No, come back. Almost all of world building I've done for my story is wild since I'm lazy to write it down. That's fair. Like, one of my stories... I'm actually playing 4D chess, but that's all blocked. Oh. Like, one of my stories, the Raven character, where she's from, that story idea has been in the works since middle school. So, yeah, that tells you how long I've been, like, world building certain things. Granted, it's changed. Like, Raven used to be the main character, but she's not anymore. It's a different OC now if I was to do that story. But she used to be the main character. And, like, it's funny, the character that her older sister married kind of became more in the forefront for later OCs. So, which is kind of ironic in a sense. But yeah. But almost all my OCs have connections to my other OCs in a sense. So, yeah, they all at least have, like, have some connection or are, like, taken inspiration from others OCs. Like, there's a few OCs that I've also changed the backstories on because I don't like their backstory anymore and such. And I just felt it didn't fit them anymore. Dang it. Ow. I'm gonna need more rockets. Oh, this is looking so good. So excited for this to be finished. Like, I could easily ramble. One part of my story I completely redid 3 times, and I still have to redo it again. That's a mood. So yeah, that's a mood. But it's one of those, I have a hard time focusing on one story, so I'll work on something, but then I'll get a new idea and I will want to work on that one instead. But like I said, I think in the did I actually say this in a previous stream, or am I imagining it? Maybe I'm imagining it, but I love the world building. I like trying to figure out the details of characters before I start, and usually that's what holds me up, is because I'll work on that. I'll think of a new idea, and then instead I'll have to redo everything for it. So, yeah. It's just in an awkward spot, so it's really hard to properly fit into an overall story. Ah, yeah, I feel that. Like, I have currently one story that's not fan fiction related done, and it's a short story, and I hate to say it, it's a really sad short story, but it does tie in with the universe that Raven's from. And it's about like the main character's the new main character's family instead, but in the point of view of a different character. Okay, so this one's brown, green, brown, green, brown. Oh, green. But it's old. It's sad. So I probably could update it. But it was kind of nice to write and get written down. So if I ever do actually continue that story or that world, I have it as a little maybe Easter egg in the future. So if I was to ever actually create this as a series, I could have it as a little, hey, here's a canon story, but from a different character's point of view for you guys. So, because I like when authors do that, where they do the little tidbits, or they do like the side stuff. I like learning about background stuff, or more in depth about the world, or like, you know, with Gravity Falls releasing the third journal, or I think didn't technically the Star versus the Forces of Evil do that too? I think so. But I like when they do that, as long as it makes sense for the story, I should say. Not just willy-nilly add something that completely is like, why did you add this? That's I should specify for that. Like, if it helps world build, then yeah, I'm totally down for it. If it's just there because, oh, I want to write it just because I want more of that stuff and doesn't actually world build and it's not important, then no. I need to do some short stories before I do my main story to get some experience, yeah. I think outside of some like one-shots for fan fictions and the one short story that I did, the one-shot that I did for that character, I've only finished, prior to that, I only finished like maybe one story, and it was back in 3rd grade. And I don't think it actually has a coherent plot. Was it 3rd grade? No, it was 1st grade. It was 1st grade. And I don't think that has a coherent plot. So that tells you. But also, like I said, I jump around from ideas to ideas. I had it where I had one idea where, okay, the main characters are dealing with experimentation. Kind of, I think, I know why. I know why. Because I did read at least one of the books that I read when I was younger was Maximum Ride. I did at least read the first one. And there were some other books too that kind of kind of dealt with that, but I liked that concept. So I was doing my own concept, and now I'm kind of more into the fantasy side of things because I am huge into D&D. I've always loved fantasy. I will say that. I love the dragons. I love, the princesses, going on an adventure, with magic. Magic, I think it's the magic side of things. Magic has always been a big part of any story of mine. It doesn't matter what. I always have some type of magic system or, you know, abilities or powers in my stories somehow. Yeah, dragons are really cool. Like, I have that. So that's always been a staple in any of my stories, no matter what, is some type of fantasy or like abilities, whether it's superheroes or just a magic system, all that. I've always had that. Looking back at it, which is fine. So it's just, do I go from having powers to where yes, they have magic and stuff, but it's more in a common D&D setting. And I think another big thing too is I get in my own head when it comes to plot holes. Like, I will think of plot holes in my own stories, and then it'll stop me from continuing on, because now it's like, I need to figure out how to fix this plot hole, because otherwise, if I don't, and it ever gets released, I will have people going, this is kind of a plot hole. How are they able to do that? And then I get in my own head, and then I'm never able to do anything. Because I've watched a lot of, like, analyzations of different franchises, and that's one thing, like, they'll talk about is, like, plot holes that they find in series. And so then, because I watch that, I want to prevent that, because, okay, I don't want to have, like, ruin that for people. And so in doing so, I get in my own head and never do anything. So yeah, I get in my own head a lot. How many times have I said, oh, I get in my own head and don't do things? Just today, and talking about different stuff when it comes to my, like, art or writing. Wow. Minecraft builds. I'm so good at this, guys. I'm so good at this. How many times? We don't need a counter. We actually don't. But it's just, I'm noticing it's a lot. Oh. If I had to do push-ups for every single one of times that I've said that, my arms would fall off. Wait, what? This way. There we go. Aha! All right, you guys are going to be getting an ad soon for those that will. So, enjoy. Okay, and then boop. Boop, boop. Woo! And that's one thing that I like about Minecraft is I've gotten pretty lucky with my main story with how much just works itself out, especially power scaling between characters. Yeah, that's something else too, is like, I don't want my characters being accused of being like Gary Sue's or Mary Sue's, which, I mean, I don't mind, because everybody has that kind of character that is OP. And sometimes it's nice to write a character that is the OP character, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Just have fun with it. But I also want checks and balances for, you know, obviously, because that's, I want to be able to have that. Plot armor, like, totally fine. Yeah, plot armor, exactly. I mean, some plot armor's fine. Gotta have it in some ways. So, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. Okay. Ah! Oh. I saved myself. Let's go. Okay. Ow! No, I wasted my rocket. I have no more rocket. Oh, no. My characters are very OP. The difference is, so is everything else. And see, that's fine. That works in that context of that story. And I mean, like I said before, it's fine, you know, there's nothing wrong with... I can't get up. I have to go. Oh, and I didn't bring my boat. Oh, no. Wait, maybe I have some rockets in my other in my thing. Or something. I don't. Dang it. I don't even have a boat in here. I have some oak. Okay. Or this is not oak. This is spruce. So if I do it right here. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Okay. So yeah, I would just want to be able to help counter that. So, and with how many different systems I've done, it's like I also don't want me mixing up them. Plus, like, some of them are somewhat established. Like, I have an idea for something that's D&D-esque. So obviously I would use like D&D as a baseline for it, but I also want to be able to create my own things too. So, yeah. Okay. So, it's just sitting down and working on it. Like, my most recent one, I will admit, is going to be inspired, like, is going to take inspiration from Minecraft itself. So, I gotta work things a little bit. Because one, you know, copyright. And two, kind of getting the ideas that I want down. So, yeah. But I won't go too much into the depth of that one. Alright, so... Oh... Sorry, I like talking. It's one of those that I do and don't like talking about my stuff because it's like, I want to talk about it, but then not saying you guys would, but I've also had people like, I've been burned in the past a little bit by some people. Not you guys. You guys are cool. Y'all are cool. But I've been burned in the past, especially like when back in school when you would try to tell people about characters and then immediately they would go, well, my character has this and this and this, which is obviously stronger than your character. I hated that so much. Oh, so Heart, yesterday X called my spawn build gorgeous. Most be blind. Wait, he was on Let's Play Minecraft together? Aw, see, you are a good builder. You are. No, Ty, you don't get to say that was blind. No, you are an amazing builder. Stop that. It does look really cool. It is so pretty. I love it. No. He is 100% accurate. It is an amazing build and you should be very proud of it. I know, I love it. I think it's gorgeous. And I'm sorry that you have to base next to me because mine brings it down. I'm encouraging you and then I shoot myself down. That was brilliant, Heart. That's so smart. No! That's so smart. I realized my mistake. I'm sorry. But seriously. Yes. Ugh. But seriously, you have an amazing build. It is an amazing build, Ty. It is so creative and pretty, and I love the block palettes you have. Like, you have gradient in it, which I don't even have in my own base. So you make amazing builds, okay? I know it's so hard for us to accept compliments. So, I can't get, let me through. Thank you. Okay. Yes, seriously, you do. And for coming from Bedrock to Java, and still, like, it looks really good. You should be very proud of your build. So, you should be very proud of your build. I will talk good about it. I can speak proper English, I swear. Alright, so I was about to say, am I off? Okay. Oh, and then boop. And that's the brown that I'm missing. Cool. Okay. Okay, I will be. Yeah. But yay! All right. Wait. I didn't want to do that yet. I want to bring myself down. Put that there. And that is brown. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's grab these bad boys. And with that, I need to go get rockets so we can actually... Well, we can use the cheaty cam. But do I really want to use cheaty cam? Oh, and it's raining. Lovely. But yeah, you have an amazing build. You should be very proud of it. And I can't wait to see what your mega base is going to be. So, it's going to be awesome. But I think I can safely say... Oh, no! Oh, no! I realized something! Oh, no! Oh, I was supposed to record it! I was supposed to record this! Oh, no! For a time-lapse for the video! Oh, no! It's fine. It's gonna have to be in first person. Oh, no. I was gonna record it. I even told myself earlier today, don't forget to set the thing. And I forgot. No. Oh, no. Dang it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no. Oh, well, let's take a look. Okay. But look at that. That looks so good. I'm so happy. Look at him. I know there's a hole. That's obvious, but like, look at that. Look at the design. I love the design. I know it's hard to see with the glass, but imagine having time lapses. Can't relate. I know. I was so excited to do that because it was like I have it all written out how I'm gonna do this episode, and that was gonna be the main point of the episode. I forgot. Professional. I wish I could have had it done and the hot air balloon added when X came by. Okay. Aw. Next time. You can get it done next time if you want to add that. Yeah. All right, let's go get... I need rockets. You know what? Because I gotta go get some more glass for later. We can make the boat. I have a lot of crafting tables, but... Eat. Cool. All right. Oh, man. I can't believe I forgot. I'm so sad. I'll figure out something. What's your total time so far on Morty? I think I have been working on him for about a month. Like, let me take a look. If we look at when I started actually I could do this. Episodes. Because I started him in an episode. When was the first episode? It's looking good. Regression time. Working on the underbelly. Okay, so I started work at the end of February. I started work on him at the end of February, and I've been kind of working on him like, you know, a couple times a week when I could. So yeah, it's been about almost just over a month and a half. So that's not too bad. All right. So let's see. I just need... I should have some extra glass, I think. Yep. Just one extra brown glass. Okay. 1 extra brown glass. Cool. So we'll be good on that. Well, yeah. Then I can add some stuff. I gotta gather some supplies for, the additions I'm gonna add, but you guys don't get to see that. That's gonna be in the episode. So, but I can safely say Morty is pretty much done. So I can actually do this, where we have the loaded and unload. And now I don't have the screen anymore. Because I already know what's, the one thing I have to add, because I have the thing right here. So, but, yeah. Oh, rockets. We need rockets. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna add a few more rockets. Okay. So now we can fly over. How are my wings? My wings are good. Oh, he looks so good! Oh, he's so happy! Oh, I'm just so happy. Like, this is the first time that I was able to complete a big build on a server / SMP. Because I've had other SMPs where I've gotten my starter base done, but I think I barely got done with one other one on a different server. But I barely got done with that one before they ended the server through a different YouTuber. But I think on an SMP, this is the first time that I was able to complete one. Like, on growth, I never got a chance to build up the big city that I want, or the castle that I wanted to do. This was actually going to be on Azure, but the server shut down before I even got a chance to. Like, I just got to where I ended up clearing out a, what are they called? Ocean monument, and I was gonna set up a farm to get all this prismarine, and the server had to be shut down, so I never got a chance on that. And other servers that I've been on through a different YouTuber would either have crashed or shut down before I got things done. Like, I tried building a volcano. I got one city done. I got the city of Barren done. Barely. And I never did a big build on the Let's Play Minecraft Together last season. So, yeah, I'm really proud of this. It makes me so happy. This was a build that I was looking forward to making, and he looks amazing. Morty looks so good, and the little details that I'm gonna add to him, I hope add to it and don't look terrible, but we'll have to see. And I kind of tried to do a little bit of a gradient. I can't come up with a name for my city at my main base. I mean, you don't have to come up with a name yet. You could just call it something simple right now. But yeah, like, I tried to do a gradient around it. Like, I was using the, I'm gonna explain this in the video, I guess. Should I really go on a whole tangent about that now? But yeah, like, I tried to have a gradient where it's obviously darker and then, you know, comes up lighter. I probably could have made this, if I was to go back, now that he's in water, I probably could bring the copper up to about here instead of down here. But that's one change that I probably would do. Like, the sides, I didn't know how it was gonna look, so yeah, on the sides, yes, I probably could change this to copper, and it would give a better effect, in my opinion. So yeah, that's probably one thing I would change, looking back now. But otherwise, like, I'm really proud of how his fins turned out, his little tail. Maybe his tail could go a little bit longer. But his fins used to, like, stop about here. But I tried to draw it out, because if you look at a sea turtle, they have long front fins and such. And yeah, I'm just so proud. And now that we have more blocks now, I could play around with it. Like, mainly on the inside, but one of my favorite things that I did with this was, if we come down here, is this. I loved this little feature of where you walk in and it looks like you're actually like walking through his mouth and his neck, and then you come in here. And I used to have it like the old build that I did. I used to have it where it was sectioned off into different parts. I think he was taller back then. And there was going to be like 3 levels to it. But I'm like, you know what? I think I like this more. Now I just got to fill him up and figure out what I'm going to do for spots. Like, I know one section's going to be, you know, storage. One's going to be kind of the bedroom. Maybe have a bit of a, like, an aquarium for the axolotls. Like, I don't know what this is going to be, but it's here. So, yeah. I also had them more closed off, and you had to walk into the room. And I'm really glad that I remembered to try to light it up. So, hopefully I got it all lit up. But it's just like, I'm so happy. We need to go find a bed up spot. I'm gonna go... You know what? We talked about purple. I'm gonna put my bed in the purple room. And I think I've talked about it before, but each of the colors represent the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, this is Donatello, that's Mikey, there's Raph, and there's Leo. The pink doesn't really represent anything. I could have done yellow maybe to represent April. And then, you know, the white could be Splinter. The brown, even though he has more black and maroon, could be Casey. So, but yeah, I'm just so proud. Now comes the next part of just filling him up, moving things. There is another project that I want to start up soon. Probably do in an episode maybe. Is if we come over here. Is my nether portal because it is out in the open, and I like to build up I think I said this last week. Oh, there's the little face. But I want to build up a tower just for protection, so when people come through, they're not immediately hit with the elements, and they can at least maybe, if it's nighttime, they can sleep and then head over. If they don't have wings, there's a boat there or some boats there, so they can go sailing. So yeah, I want to build that up. Plus, we found last stream the deep dark, yeah, it's still the deep dark. It's just whether or not there's an ancient city in that biome. So I'm gonna have to gather supplies. I want to build. It's not gonna be like the best tower. I'm just gonna build a simple tower up and kind of maybe look like one of those. What are they called? The castle chess pieces you see in chess. That I'm thinking that design. Hi. Oh, it's a. Oh no, that's a squid that's farther away. That's not a baby squid. Never mind. So, yeah, and I mean, I know there's one underground, but there's an overworld mine shaft that I could go look at. So there's some stuff that I want to do. Oops. We unfortunately during last stream lost our villagers. I don't know what happened to them, but nah. They're all gone. Rest in peace, villagers. So yeah, still got some projects to do for the rest of the time on the server. So yeah, but I really wanted to look at that. I really wanted to get the glass done. I'm so sad that I didn't actually get the I'm sad that I didn't get the actual like thing done that I wanted to. The time lapse. I can't believe I totally forgot about that. Oh, that's annoying. But, oh well. I'll figure out something. It's probably going to be first person, so I'll see how it looks, if it looks terrible or what. But yeah, I think let's head over there. And I think this is a good spot to end stream. I'm gonna keep the, ooh, that was a beautiful entrance. I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably keep the conduit underneath just because I like it. And yeah, now we just gotta start putting supplies away. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, I think that's going to be about it. So thank y'all for watching the stream. I hope you all appreciate it, or enjoyed it, I should say. Not appreciate it, but enjoyed it. Yes, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to my rambles about art and characters and stuff. I could easily talk about my own OCs and stuff, and like, technically this, I'll say this, technically this little guy right here has lore. You guys just don't know it yet. But yeah, this little guy right here has lore. But anyway, I'm gonna go find someone for us to raid. Let's see who we can go find. Who is live that I'm interested in raiding? And I know who we're going to raid. We're gonna raid our fellow AutoCrafter, Kelvin, who is working on levitation platforms? Ooh, this sounds interesting. But we're gonna go raid Kelvin, a good guy, one of the AutoCrafters, and an amazing builder. Oh my god, you want to see amazing builds? Kelvin is such an amazing builder. Seriously, like, it's just his builds are just gorgeous. Like, mwah, so good. But anyway, yes, Kelvin is amazing. So anyway, if you want to post that in the chat, feel free. Otherwise, I think that's going to be about it. So I will see you guys next time. A new episode of AutoCraft should be out tomorrow, if not Friday. And then we will see you Friday with some, I think we're probably going to do Tunnel Rats. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And until next time, Redlings, goodbye. I don't know why I'm waving at the camera. You guys can't see me. Goodbye.